So welcome back to part 5 of our pool diaries. You can see I've got my boy here all the way from Cape Town, imported. My uncle, my father's youngest brother. So we decided to go back to the pool shop, and they gave us pool asset to put in. So this is going to be like step number 1. Put in 500 mils in there, let it run for an hour, then we come back to show you the next chemicals that we're going to put in. Let's see what it does. Right, so they've explained that 500 mils must go into the pool. So this is a 1 liter bottle. I'm going to fill it up half and then throw it into the pool. So let me just make sure.
Then what is that?
Acid.
But the people here, they should say some extra.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's half. It's only pool acid. I'm going to throw it right into the water. Okay, so let's run it for 1 hour and then we'll come back and see what it does. So after treating the pool with the pool acid, we actually got busy and we couldn't film the rest of the steps. But what the pool guys actually did was, oh yeah, my wife had to say, I need to mention that next time I need to send my wife to the pool people and they will get me the right products. So big ups to my wife. She got me this product here. It's a 1 liter DQ80. It actually destroys algae. So the purpose of the pool acid was to reduce the pH because this one works best if the pH is between 7.2 and 7.6, and ours was a bit higher. I think it was 7.8. So we had to use the pool acid and ran it for 1 hour, and then we used this one right here, and then we had to run the pool pump for another hour. And then after that algae treatment, the algicide treatment, we had to add chlorine. This is actually just chlorine. It's a powder, and we had to use 500 mils, 5 scoops actually, and because we did not have, there's no cup in here, I had to use this soup scoop. I used 5 scoops, and then we poured into the water, and then we ran the pump for the whole evening. And the next day we actually had some foam and scum over the pool, and it actually looked a little bit better than this. But we're gonna continue treating it because I suspect that there is no chlorine in the pool. So let's check. So while we were treating the pool, we received some heavy rains last night, and you can see the pool is like filling up to the brim. So we're gonna have to wait until this rain stops and test the water again to treat it again. So after all that rainstorm and thunderstorm, this is what we were left with: a green pool. This is a swamp, and the cause of the swamp is directly linked to the fact that our swimming pool pump gave in. It's broken. There's the old one over there. We had to replace it with a new one over here. So Mr. W, that he plays cricket with me, he gave me the contact of this guy Themba, who sorted out that pool pump for me. I'm going to leave Themba's details. I asked Themba if I can do it. I'm going to leave his details in the description of this video, and you can contact him if you need a pool guy to sort you out. I mean, Themba is actually very reliable. It's cheap. You can use him. He works the Alberton area, but he traveled here. I mean, this is the Vaal area, and he traveled to Vereniging as well. Right after me left, he went to Vereniging. So he will be able to come out to you. You can give him a call. I'll leave his details for you in the description, and call him if you need anything. But thank you, Themba. Thank you to Mr. W for introducing me to Themba. Now we can continue and dealing with this thing. I mean, this video has been dragging out for too long. We've been trying everything, but now we're gonna sort it out once and for all. Let me show you what we're gonna do right now. So first things first is we've cleaned the basket of the weir. We've cleaned the net over there, the return valve. We also took out all the leaves that are floating around, and my wife went to the pool shop, take a pool sample, a water sample, and we were given this metal remover again because we use borehole water. So this is going to be step number one. Let's use the metal remover to get rid of the metal in the borehole water. I hope you can see me. But we used the whole bottle. We're going to let it run for 1 day, and we'll come back and use the second chemical. So it's a day after we treated the pool with metal remover, and the next step is pool peroxide. It's actually very easy, but you have to remember this is bleach, so keep it away from your body and your clothes. And now we're going to run it for 2 days, and then we'll come back and see what it does. Alright, so there's a lot of things that we didn't show you because we're kind of in a hurry to do all of these and all of that and treat the pool. After that peroxide, the pool didn't go any blue. The peroxide did not work at all, so we went back and tested the water. There was no chlorine. We had to add chlorine, and after we added chlorine, it turns out that the scoop that I use is too small, so 2 scoops of them is actually 1 cup, so I had to add more chlorine. We had to run it, and it started turning blue. And what we did was we added some sea blue. Mr. West, thank you for that tip to clear out the water, but unfortunately I had to go with my wife. She has a friend now at the pool shop that advised her to use the clear blue, the sea blue. So it turns it's like a blue dye. It turns the water clear, and it actually did work. Like I say, I can see the bottom of my pool, and you can see just the bottom part that needs to be scooped up. So it's actually working. The kids are like begging me to swim. So I think we've done what we could, and to get the pool where it is, at least to swim in it. It is a nice warm Saturday afternoon, so I'm maybe gonna just let the pool run maybe for another hour, and then we will come back and enjoy the pool. And then maybe on tomorrow I'll start brushing off the rest of the green algae, and then during this week we'll let the pool run. But I just want to let you know that we've succeeded. The pool is actually nice and clean. Like I said, it's only those spots that we need to sort out. I got a few tips from Mr. H. Thank you, Mr. H, for those tips. I'll make another video on how to regarding maintenance of a pool, and I'll share that tips with you. It will work. Maybe I'll try it myself. I'll show you how it works, and then maybe you can use it for your own pool. Okay guys, so you can see that we've been having some rain, and this pool is like actually clear. It's all the green that you see, it's actually everything on the ground. And I backwashed and rinsed, and then the crawler just moved over to clean all of those up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna set it to waste, and I'm gonna let the crawler pick up all of this stuff but throw it out the waste itself. I've been filling up the pool today. It's just cloudy again because I use the borehole water, but as I'm draining now, taking all of these waste out straight to the waste, we are losing some water, but I'm also filling up some water. And then those patches that I showed you guys that was left on the walls over there, those are actually not dirt. Those are the actual pool surface that is coming off. So we have to redo this pool sometime, because that's actually something that doesn't come off. I've been in the pool, I've been brushing that off. Even our brush broke. You can see there's the net on the other side was a brush, but the brush broke. There's one piece over there. Everything just seems to break. Oh yeah, another thing that we've replaced was the filter cap. It actually had a crack on it, so that's actually a new filter cap on there. So that's just some of the stuff. Once we fix one thing, then it's the other. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch it on to waste. I actually did already put it to waste. If I didn't, it's still on rinse. So I'm gonna put it to waste, and then I'm gonna switch it on, and then let this the crawly do its thing and just clear off everything. The camera makes the pool look green, but it's actually clear, and all the dirt is sitting at the bottom. But I'll show you once it's in progress. So there you can see the pool is the crawly is actually working, and it's picking up all of that dirt at the bottom. Actually made a turn there, went around, and it's like going around there. And then as it's draining the water, I'm also filling up the water. So that water over there comes from that tap, and it comes from that tank over there, on top over there. The water comes out there, and I'm just giving it water there. This one is off because it's overcast at the moment. So we're trying to get this pool clean. On Saturday it's Christmas, so we're gonna have some family over and we want to swim. So as you can see, also I've brushed off the steps, and you know those spots that I'm referring to in the middle of the pool, it looks like that. So the surface is like coming off, so we're gonna have to do a revamp on the pool. But if you look at this way, I also brushed off it's there. I brushed all the dirt at the bottom closer to the crawly, so it can also be sucked up. But you can see this side already. This is clear water. It's cleaning up nicely. So it's only the crawly that needs to work. It's running a little bit slower because I think it's picking up all the leaves at the bottom, so it's clogging up at the net or the basket over there. So I'm going to switch it off and then just clean out the basket and just let it run again. So we are almost there, and the sun just came out a little bit, so now it's starting to work already again. And that one obviously is getting its water from the tank, but we're not in a hurry. It's only Monday today. Christmas is only Saturday, so let me just stand a little bit further away and let me show you that we are almost there. So this pool has won some battles, but we have won the war, or we are busy winning the war. Well guys, the pool is nice and blue, it's nice and clean. Last night we had some wind again, so that's why all the leaves are laying at the bottom. You can see that spots over there. Those are the surface that's coming off. You can see it's all around there, and on the surface there are some places where it's clean though, but all of those green spots, that's like the same as this. And you know what, the end goal was that I wanted to see the bottom of the pool, the crawly, and guys, we have won this war. So this pool is nice and blue, and now we can enjoy the pool. So you guys might see some green spots, and that's because I don't know, the camera makes it look green, and obviously that spots where the surface is coming off, it looks green and looks algae. But from where I stand, if you look at the pool with your naked eye, then it's actually very blue and it's clean. It's like clear as well. You can see the bottom, like I say, there's the crawly head. I only wanted to see that, and now I can see what's wrong with my pool. So we finally understand the pool, and we've won. So I wanted to give you some few tips of things that I've learned over this with this problem over here. First of all, if you top up your pool with borehole water, and the water comes straight from the borehole, not through a filter and a softener like mines do, remember that borehole water contains metal, and you have to use a metal remover before adding any chemicals, because the metal in the water clashes with chlorine. So you'll always find yourself your pool turning, when you top up and you run it through the filter, it will turn a little bit greenish and stuff like that. You have to add a metal remover to get rid of all that metal. Secondly, if your pH level is high, any other chemical that you will use will not work. You're gonna have to get your pH down to around 7.6. Even if you want to shock your pool, if you want to do anything else, you have to second step. If you use normal water, fine, no problem. But first step after getting rid of the metal and whatever is to get your pH level down to at least 7.6. If you can get it down to 7.2, even better. I'll do a video in terms of reading the pool test kit, so you can do it yourself and treat your pool yourself. And I'm doing these videos because my ignorance of maintaining a pool should not stay ignorance. You can learn this and avoid calling in the pool guy, and do it yourself and save some money. Also, thirdly, if you want to add chlorine, from what I've learned is this: the rays of the sun and the chlorine does not work together. So you're gonna have to do this late afternoon, or where the sun has gone down, then you add the chlorine and let the pool run. And then obviously you're gonna have to need a floater, because that's a chlorine stabilizer. So the rays of the sun draws out the chlorine from your pool, and you will find that you don't have any chlorine in your pool, and that's because of the rays of the sun. But if you add a floater over there, it's a chlorine stabilizer. It means just that, to stabilize the chlorine in your pool while the sun is drawing out all the chlorine from your pool. And that's the lessons that I've learned. I'll do in-depth videos for you in the future to show you exactly why and how you do certain things. It is also Christmas today, and we're expecting some family to come over. You'll probably get this video after Christmas, because as I shoot the videos and do the things, I upload them, I edit them, and then I upload them. There's a few videos that's lining up to be uploaded. But if you do get this video, I hope you have a blessed Christmas. We're gonna enjoy this pool today, definitely, for sure. The sun is out, it's nice and hot, so we're definitely gonna enjoy this pool. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments section down below. I will share with you in detail everything of a pool, because I've learned a lot by this. So if you have any tips and tricks that you would use, I remember that Mr. H, I'm still gonna use your tips and tricks that you gave me the last time, and I'll show that in another video when I do pool maintenance. But thank you for that tip as well. So guys, enjoy your Christmas. A blessed Christmas to you guys all, and remember, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.